Did she say how many make my memes on that?
Live. Hello.
There you go. I don't know how that happened.
This is what happens.
We're doing great today.
We have 3 cooks in the kitchen, so they're all pushing buttons at the same time.
It all works. Hello, everyone.
What a way to start. Okay, this is our after party.
Yeah.
We want to hear where everyone's from and what day you're on, because I know we had quite a few start after day 1, so it's okay if you're not at 21 today. And what your favorite day was.
Do you have a visitor?
Yeah, he's eating beef jerky off the side.
Oh, good.
But
looks like we've got 3 watching on Facebook. Oh, there's 1 on YouTube. So, Katie's saying hello. Yeah, so let us know where you guys are from, what part of the experiment you're on, what day, what you've enjoyed so far, and yeah, that's what we want to hear.
the timeline. Yes, Katie.
Katie says she's on day 2, the timeline. Was that your favorite, or is that what you're on? Let's hear this, Katie. Because I heard you had a cool experience with the timeline, though. Didn't you sit down? I think she sat down with her mom and dad and did a timeline with them, which I think is awesome because you can get more details and get those stories correct. I love it. That's your favorite? Yay. I'm glad, Katie. Yeah, I love the timeline. I love that it helps you get your thoughts organized, but yet it also will trigger memories for you and let you know what stories you need to write. That's my favorite. I love that part. Let's see. Okay. What other comments do we have yet? Let's see. Yeah, Katie says her parents did do one. That is so cool. I love that you had your parents do it. That's awesome. Michelle, did you have a favorite part? Did you have a favorite prompt?
I love the idea of the timeline too, like seeing all the different ways people did it, because some of them I was looking through and I'm like, oh, in my head, I was just going to do it this way. And they did it totally different. I'm going to go look real quick because, yes, you guys, I'm not even supposed to be out here.
Yeah, I know you're not. I was Olivia.
Hey guys, sorry about that. We were trying to get a couple things uploaded for the party and I was finishing it off. Sorry about that. So I left Michelle and Camille hanging even though I was the one who planned this.
My favorite one was I just thought of like when you're talking about your aunts and uncles and that, it's just like a really big like, oh, well, I never thought about writing about my aunts and uncles and things like that in there.
Yes.
Well, and that was what I loved about the timeline too, was the different approaches. Michelle nailed it there. Like, it was so fun. I sat down with my mom for the timeline and we did it. And then my dad was kind of being like, a turd and wouldn't participate, but he like sat there and helped us. He wouldn't write his timeline, but he sat there and helped us do ours. And so that helped, just pulling the 3 of us together. I totally recommend doing that, whether by Zoom or whatever, sitting down and doing the timeline with your family, because you think of things that you wouldn't have otherwise thought of, like, oh yeah, we totally did that here.
That's way easier to do it than on your own, because I hear so many people thinking, like, my grandma wants to do her timeline, but I haven't seen her do it. I bet if I just got on and just made her do it, she'd do it.
Yeah, just do it with her. Just be like, okay, what'd you do this year? Okay, what about this year? Yeah, that would be so cool.
Right.
Yeah, the aunts and uncles one is awesome. That I'm glad that was one of your favorites. My aunt actually passed away earlier in 2020. There we go. I can talk today. Anyway, and it just made me think that I didn't ever write down any of my memories with my aunt, and I'm sad that I can't make any more with her, but I can write the ones that I already had down. So I'm glad you liked that one. I love it. What about you, Olivia? Looking at the prompts, which one do you like?
Honestly, my favorite one was the timeline, but I haven't done all of them, so I can't speak to all of them because I bet there's more that I would love. I just haven't gotten.
Yeah.
What was that? Is my
I thought it was interesting too, like when it came to the parents, like just those questions, the prompts that you had, or we had put on there. Camille helped write them, so that's why I keep saying you. Just that, what lessons did you learn? Like things like that, which I wouldn't have thought to write down. Or what was your favorite tradition was the holiday one? Things like that. All over. Like I was reading, when I was going through, I'm like, oh, that was a question I didn't think about answering.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, I liked the learning prompt with your parents, with your mom and your dad. Because that's something that I want to hear from my grandparents. Like, what did you learn, Grandma, from your parents? And you find out what was important to your grandparents and what was important to your parents all at the same time. So that I really like that question too. That one's cool.
So I actually kind of want to ask you, Camille, like, because you played a huge part in this. You wrote this plan pretty much by yourself in May, and then had a few people help you recreate it. Like, what helped? How did you decide what was going to be worth keeping, and like, how did you kind of weigh it out? Just for all of us to know the background of this. Like, how did you make those
ins and outs of it?
Yeah.
That's a great question. I've just started with some prompts that I had last in the years past. I was in a Write Your Life class, and it just taught me the importance of writing down my small stories, that it doesn't have to be a big, huge story. And so the prompts grew out of that, where the teacher of that class, at the end of every class, she would just give us some ideas on what we could write about for the next class. And so that helped me realize that it didn't need to be a big thing. Like, I could just write down small things as it went. And honestly, like I said about my aunt, and that's why I put in the aunts and the uncles prompt, is just life experiences that I have had, especially within the last year. What had become important to me, and what I wish I had known about my grandparents, because they're all gone now. And I'm like, oh, I wish I had known this about them. Like the religious question, when you wrote down your beliefs, I was really nervous about that because it's such a hot topic. But I wish I knew why my grandparents believed what they believed. I wish I knew why my grandma was so strict. And after she passed away, I found out that she, even though she was raised in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, her mom actually worked in a Catholic church as the cook. And she got really, really close to the nuns there. And that prompted her to raise my grandma and her siblings in this really strict way. And I'm like, oh man, I wish I had that conversation with my grandma to hear about this Catholic church and what a neat experience that was, and to hear these different points of view that they had. And so, yeah, I think that's where most of the prompts grew from, was what was important to me now. Yeah.
That's so cool. I think that's such a cool story too, because that gives you so much insight into your grandma, just learning all that.
Yeah.
And like you said, that will give your generations in the future the same perspective into you when they understand what made you tick and things. So I think that's so cool. It makes me excited. Yeah. I kind of picked and chose picked and chose along the way, but it's been fun, and I printed the journal. The journal was my favorite. I love
the journal. Christine did such a great job with that.
Yes. So for those of you who maybe didn't notice it, we weren't great about getting a good button up there. We'll admit it, but it's at the top of the plans page, and I'd grab it soon because we don't know what we're going to do with it after this. So go grab it. It is beautiful and wonderful, and we totally recommend using it because it did make it a lot easier to follow along when you had something to write in and kind of keep it all together. So Sarah jumped in while we were talking about that last section. Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
I'm guessing Michelle kicked yourself out and brought you in, so welcome.
She's like, please.
Yes.
Katie did write in the comments that one of the hardest prompts she had was to write about her own accomplishments. It's so interesting how easy it is to write down stories, but it's so hard to talk about yourself. It's so hard. But yeah, I want to hear those things about my ancestors and about my family. I want to hear what they consider as their accomplishments. So I'm glad you at least wrote those down, Katie.
Yes, even if it's hard, like writing it down. I think that's so true because that gives you a lot of insight into it too. And it's okay for you to like acknowledge, like, yeah, I rocked at this. We don't do that with anything. Which actually leads me into, I'm glad Sarah's here for this because that was something we wanted to tap into, right, Sarah, this month with the survey. We were trying to tap into that. So maybe you should expand a little bit because we can pick your brain with some of the questions because the questions were different this month. It wasn't the same as they've been in the past. We were trying to go a little more introspective and give everyone that opportunity. So tell us a little bit about your thinking with the question changes this month, Sarah.
Yeah, I just wanted to try and change people's perspective on what family history can really do for them and how it can improve the way that you see yourself and all those around you is when you realize your ancestors as like real people and their struggles and their accomplishments. It allows you to see yourself like them and it allows you to see everyone that you're interacting with in just a whole new way. And so I just really wanted to tap in and see if anyone else had a similar experience of being able to understand their ancestors better and suddenly be able to understand all the people that they were interacting with and having fun with them. And just even if they had different views or opinions or beliefs or something that you didn't agree with, you could still be friends and you could still have that connection and some type of understanding of them and for them. And so we tried to tap into that with our questions this month.
Yeah. And I thought that was super cool. When Sarah came to me, I was like thinking about it. I was like, yes, I love that. And so she did a great job with that. Oh, somebody is that me? One of us has like the audio playing in the background so we can hear ourselves. Sorry. I don't think it's me, but it's possible it's me. And I'm like, okay. So the other thing that so let's go really fast. I want to visit really quick because we don't want to make this take too long, but we definitely wanted to talk about, we pulled a couple things. We'll start with stats. I'm going to share a couple of stats we pulled just that we thought would be fun to share. So let me pop that graphic up here. All right. So today for the experiment, we have 6,798 people who have taken the surveys and participated in one of the experiments. We have, let's see. I'm just going to remove and see if one of those fixes it. For a second. Okay, it is one of you. I don't know which one it is, so I'm just kicking you out for a second to see if you can turn off the audio. Okay, sorry, just so it doesn't have that background noise. How many new participants this month? We had 60% of the people who participated in January are people who were brand new this month, which was super exciting and awesome. That was really, really cool to me. I thought just having that many newbies. So good job to all of you out there for coming and trying it. Welcome. We're excited to have you. We know we kind of did it a little more low key this month, but we're grateful you came. And then the other cool thing was, did I say that most participants were in the age group 50 to 59? So I think that's super cool because we're all kind of in that younger age. We're like in our 30s, most of us, maybe early 40s, some of us, but it's really fun to see the different age groups coming in, pulling together, using the resources for their different walks of life that they're in. And that's fun for me to see. And then the Make My Memes, we added, how many did we add this month, Camille? Do you remember? I think it was like 4 or 5. I asked one of our team.
We added 4. Yeah.
4. Yeah. So if you have not gone there lately, it's connections-experiment.com, which you can see at the bottom right there. And then just add a /MMM, or you can get there from our menu at the top, but go. It is so much fun. You can make graphics. I was going to upload an example for you, but I forgot. Maybe Michelle can do that if he gets a second.
So much fun.
They are really fun. So you can go do one that's stats all about me, and it's really fun to pull those and kind of make a cute graphic you can share with all your friends and family. And then there's also some other ideas. So anyway, we also added a few new live interviews, so definitely go check those out on our YouTube channel. And we added some new how-tos, which I was really excited about. And so yeah, go ahead and check those out. Let me pull this down so we can look at your cute faces again. Are you ready, Sarah?
Yep, I'm ready again.
Okay.
And
And
a
then,
quieter spot.
yes. So yeah, so this is super. So it was really fun to pull those stats. There's more stats that are interesting and cool. But what I also wanted to share with all of you was some of our personal favorite social media posts from the month that we've pulled in. And Michelle, can I add you again? Is that okay?
Sure, I took off.
Because that will make it so these graphics will go in the right space, because we're gonna have to like separate a little bit here. So
Okay.
okay, so I'm gonna pop up some of our favorites and just share them with you guys. So let's see if they load well. So this one was a fun one from Family History Every Day. And he said, today I made a big list of the jobs that I've had by making one big comprehensive resume. Like many others, my resume has gone through various revisions, and I tweaked it every time I submitted it to make sure it's customized for the job. And a while back, he had a friend recommend that he takes them. And sorry, I can't read it very good. I've even put a few resumes to compile them into one document. So he took the time to do the resume one, which I thought was super cool. And then he shared what he had put together. And he has been an incredible participant, and I hope to hear a lot more from him in the future, because he's got some really, really cool ideas with this experiment. So definitely keep following him on our group and in our project. Do one of you guys have any of those? Oh, I have one. Here we go. This is someone's specials. Twisted History. Oh, I love it. This was so cute. I thought it was awesome. I love that she shared that one. I don't know. Like you guys could say part of the reasons you guys liked them if you wanted to. So that was from Twisted Histories and working on her timeline. I just thought it was super cute how she did that. This one, let's see. I don't even know what this one is. Family History Every Day.
So she did her I think she did where she was living during those times, and she broke her timeline down into months for the year, which I thought was such a cool idea.
That is cool. Did I just mix it up? Did I just say the other one was Michael, thinking it was Michael, but it wasn't? Did I get the handles mixed up? That's what I was trying to figure out.
No, I don't think you did, because this one's Family History Every Day. Yeah.
Okay. So okay. All right, here's another one. I thought this was super, super cute. Was this yours, Camille?
This is Twisted. No, this is Twisted History. She said, uncovered some surprising things in my Continue 21 Day All About Me experiment. There are definitely some crossovers with my Mentors Day and the Friends Day, which I thought was so cool. And then she also said her family memories.
Yeah, no, when I read that one, I thought the crossover was really cool, because it's true. People who you value as a mentor end up being friends. And like, I can think of a lot of people that's happened with, even with this experiment, that it's like, oh, like I totally would consider them a mentor and like a really good friend. So that is a really fun one too. So this one is, it's hard for, this one is yours, right?
Yep, that's me in the hat, in that little white hat.
Oh, that's so cute. I love it. And one of our other people in the team pulled this one as their favorite. So I think that's awesome. So today's prompt is Dad. I wrote a summary of what I think of him, and I'm sure it said a lot of really nice things.
What was really cool about this prompt is my question underneath kind of what I wrote was, what is a word that you associate with your dad? And I had so many people write some really heartwarming things. It was so cool to read the comments on that one. But there was of course, there's hardworking. There's one that said, anyway, they were just some really cute comments. So that's what I really liked about that one.
I love it. I love it. This one was one of my favorites too. She was this you? Camille,
yeah, it was me. That's on my personal page.
I love it though. I think it's so cool. Tell us more about it.
And yeah, so what I did was from the 1st of January to the 9th of January, I was actually on vacation across the country with my kids, my 3 kids, and my husband. And I was bound and determined to follow these prompts. And so I did it. And I don't think they even knew, it doesn't take much time. I was literally laying in bed and I was writing these up. And it didn't take time out of our family time. And I loved it. I loved how simple they were.
Can I ask you, how were you writing? Where did you save it? What did you?
I downloaded the app day one day.
Okay.
Good choice.
That's one. The journaling app.
Yeah. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I just did the free version, so I didn't spend any money, and I did the text, and then you can add a photo if you want. And yeah,
So cool.
I loved it. I just sat there and typed it in either on a drive or as I was laying in bed or putting my kids to bed or while we were waiting in line. I did do it while we were waiting in line once. But
Which
yeah,
is what's so
it
cool
was
about
nice
it.
how
Like,
it
that's
didn't
what's
take
so cool.
much time.
Doing it while
Yeah.
you're waiting.
Yeah, it
We're
didn't
all
take
in
much
line at
time, but
different
yet
times.
I felt like I got it done. Yeah, I got it done.
Mhm.
That's what I loved. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, I have to give a shout out to any of the participants watching. If any of you feel like being super brave tonight and you'd like to come join us live, we would love to pull you in. We just always have to give the disclaimer that, remember, it's family friendly. We want only family friendly contact. So please keep that in mind and know that you're basically acknowledging that we can put this on our YouTube channel because we will. So that's all. Other than that, tell us, raise your hand, make a comment in the thing, and we will send you a link so that you can come join us because we would love to just chat with any of our participants. That's what's so fun about these. We call them Connect Lives for a reason because we love connecting with our participants. And if you don't want to participate that way, send us messages, converse with us. It is so much fun hearing from you. All right, next thing. Kathy just said, let's see, I haven't read hers, so someone else can while I'm pulling something out.
So she said she didn't do very well this month, which that is just fine, Kathy. This is not something that you need to feel guilty about. It's just something there that's to help you. And if it helps you, great. If it doesn't, try next month. Maybe that'll be your month. But she said, I want to get into journaling and hopefully will in the near future. Trust me, Kathy, I'm there with you. I'm not a journaler. And I was so excited that I did it 21 days in a row. Like, that's a record for me. Even like 21 days in 1 year, that's a record for me. So I set a personal record this month. Anyway, I just need to make time. I think printing the journal might work well, which it's a beautiful journal, so you should definitely print it. My go-to thing is indexing. It makes me feel good doing it. Thank you so much for indexing. That is awesome.
Yes, absolutely. We need that so much.
Yeah, she just put up a follow-up comment. She says, it takes me a long time to write a journal entry or story. You know, Kathy, I'm in the same boat as you. Again, that's why I liked these prompts, because I could be short and quick, and I didn't feel guilty about not writing out every single detail because I was at least getting it down on paper or on my phone, but still.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. Thank you so much for participating that way. Let us know if you want to jump in or ask us questions. Let us know. But we're going to kind of wrap up January's talk and give a little intro into February because we are so excited about it. We've been working on it and we're trying to stay ahead of the curve. So we're sorry that everything ends up being smorgasbord a little bit at times because we're trying to keep up with it. But we have so many fun ideas. We can't wait to get them out to all of you. And so just our little teaser is we're going to introduce February in just a second. But one other thing that we really want to talk about is, and I'm going to play this, it doesn't have sound, but you'll get to see it for 1 second. Okay. So, we are announcing our first ever community contest. And here's the deal for all of you. We want your ideas. We want you to contribute to our plans because we have had so many people reach out and say, we have an idea. We'd love you to do a plan on this. We'd love you, or I have stuff about this plan or that plan that I could do. So we invite you to come be part of our contest. There's prizes for first and second place. And we would love for you to come, just contribute. The ideas don't have to be crazy. I'll let Camille go into that a little bit, but basically, actually, maybe Camille, pull it up really fast while I'm talking. See if you could do a quick screen share. Would that be okay? And just show them where
the form.
Yeah, just show them the contribute page and then, yeah. But anyway, basically we have a first and second prize. What we want to do is we want to build a library of plans submitted by the community because we have, the ones we've done, but we want to make it better. And so we want to make it so you have tons of options to pick from and you can use them for anything you need. So if you go to our contribute page, which Camille will show you in just a second, you can submit and it doesn't have to be crazy detailed or anything. Make it simple, make it easy, but just think of those themes that you would love to do or maybe the things that you know really well that you'd love to share with the community just so we can provide more. And then our contest ends on February 12th. And then we'll make announcements of the winners on the 22nd. So without further ado, Camille is going to show you and tell you a little bit more about how to submit.
Yes. Okay. So this is our website. And if you go to the top right corner where it says about and go down to contribute, it will take you to our contribute page. So the very first one is plans. And so if you just click the button.
Hold on. It's not moving forward with us for some reason. I'm
no.
Is it working for you guys?
It's working for me.
Okay. Ignore me.
Okay. Okay. So it's just a simple Google form. You've got questions and you just need to give us what your name is, who has credit, who you want to give credit to. If you want us to email you about the information on the plan, like when it's posted, if we needed to change it, or if we needed to help change it, like talk to you about that. What the title is, if you have a description, please write out a description. And then, if there's a printable, and then once you have filled all that out, then you get to put in 21 activity titles and names, or activities. There we go. And so it should be super simple. It doesn't take much. A title, it just needs to be action oriented. So like we've done before. You can go back and look at the other examples of our other plans. Activities should be action oriented also. So like, go do this. And I would only include like one step in that activity. Like don't try to shove a ton into that day. Just make it simple and easy, and you can have more activities if you need to, but just put them on different days. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited to see all these ideas. It's fun writing plans. I like it. It's fun.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, are we ready to dig into February? Okay, yes. Mira's excited. She helped with this. So here's our teaser. You ready? Sorry, it's stuck in the middle. My internet's bad. I'm at a hotel. Anyway, so our new theme is what, Sarah?
Tech connections.
Yay!
And I'm gonna let Camille and Sarah tell you a little bit more about that. So I'm gonna hop off and let you two talk for a sec.
There we go. Okay, so Sarah, why did we decide on tech connections?
We decided on tech connections because it's like a teenager Gen Z. Let's improve our technology skills and share them and learn how to do new things this month.
I love it. So have you looked at the plan since we finalized it?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Could you kind of tell us, because it's kind of a new format, right? It's different than our other 21 days. Do you want to kind of explain that to them?
So there's like a short description, but then there's like a bunch of mini descriptions to different links you can go try. So like one of them's different ways you can view your tree. And so there's like 5 different ones that you can go try, and you can choose one of them you want to go try, or you can choose all 5 of them or 3 of them. And so it just is more interactive, and you can go try more tools and things with these plans.
I love it. I love it. Yes. So each day is going to have a theme, and then underneath it will be an activity that you can go and do. And then underneath that is a few tech ideas. There's probably 3 or 4 for every day. And so they're different programs, different apps that you can use to do family history, all on either a phone or a computer or a tablet. So it should be introducing you to some new things. And I'm so excited. Can you think of one of the days off the top of your head? Maybe one of your favorites?
I really liked the tree views day. I know I already said that, but I really like seeing my tree in a bunch of different ways. And so I was really excited about that day because there were some of them that I had never seen before. I'm like, this is really cool. I didn't know it could look like that. Cool. So yeah, that's probably my favorite day. Do you have a favorite day,
That's
Camille?
awesome. Oh my heavens, I like them all. No, let's see. Now I'm trying to think. I like one of them. We do story time. So since we've been separated from our family and stuff, it has been hard for me to connect with my nieces and my nephews. And so I actually started like reading short picture books on Marco Polo to my nieces and nephews. And it's been so much fun. And so I thought it would be a cool activity to do on our Tech Month. And so we have... Yeah, right? Anyway, so you can tell a family story. You can tell one of your own stories. You can do it on Marco Polo. You can do it on YouTube. You can do it on Facebook. Like there's so many different places. And so I'm excited to introduce people to different ways of doing family history. And they're new, like modern ways. So that's fun.
New cool ones.
It's definitely...
Yeah.
It's definitely not your grandmother's genealogy. That is for sure. I think my grandma's rolling over in her grave that I'm calling it genealogy, but it's getting done. So it's all good. Awesome. I'm excited for it. It should be good. I'm just looking at the comments really fast.
I'm back.
Yay! Olivia is back.
I just wanted to come and help us wrap it up at the end. So, anyway, is there anything else we want to make sure we touch on? The only other teaser I would give is that we also have some really incredible Make My Memes coming in February too. So keep watching for those. They are fun and it makes it really fun to share.
In fact, can we share one really fast, Olivia?
Ooh, you're going to give a sneak preview?
Yeah, well, it already came out, but I'm excited for February because this is perfect for Valentine's Day. And I want to hear everyone's stories. Like, I want to hear your parents' stories, your grandma's stories. But this is the couples meme. Sorry, I blocked you out, Olivia.
Totally fine.
Don't make faces at us. Anyway, so you can put in your own picture. Thank you, Michelle, for giving us your picture. Yeah, that's Michelle. It's so cute. Anyway. And then you enter in when you met, what, like the time period you dated, how long you were, or when you got engaged, when you got married, and then how many years you've been together. Like this is so simple and so fun and like perfect for Valentine's Day. So I'm excited for you guys to try this in February. You can go make it right now if you want.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it's beautiful. Thank you everyone who made that happen. This is the first time even getting to see it. So this is exciting. I love it. And we're getting lots of comments in, which is super fun too. So Tech Connections is the new theme. Be sure you visit our website. If you're hearing about this from some other random place, make sure I'm going to throw that up there. Oh, I did create a banner, but whatever. Connections-experiment.com. And we'll pop it up right there. So be sure you check out our website. That's where you can go get the how-to guide, how to get started. You can see our old plans. You can take the survey and start for February. We're really excited about this. Sarah's been working on the next survey. We're going to have a lot of connecting. We want young people to connect with their older relatives, help them learn the techie side of things, and help them discover all the cool things that can happen. And then one final teaser that I haven't actually mentioned is we are going to be super involved in Roots Tech Connect. So if you know what Roots Tech is, it's one of the coolest genealogy conferences because it is technology and genealogy combined. So it's the perfect end to our tech connections. So be watching our channels. We'll let you know how involved we are. We're going to have classes there. We're going to have groups, live chats, events that we'll host. So be sure you register for Roots Tech Connect and just follow our social channels to know how you can be involved with us at Roots Tech. It'll be really fun. It's going to be tons of exciting things. I'm going to put the name on here, but I don't have the URL right now, so I'll just throw the name up here. Join at Roots Tech Connect at the end of February as the plan ends, and we'll talk more about that as the month goes on. But tons of great and fun stuff to look forward to in February. Anything else?
No, I think we're good. We're just so excited.
Yes, Michael said this is awesome. Thank you, Michael. We love you. You are great. Rose is also one of our regulars. We love her. She said she's excited for learning new tech. And so we're excited to have you too.
Good.
Yeah. And Alex left us a message right before she hopped off. She said, thank you. This is great. She loved the journal. We're glad to have you, Alex, even though you hopped off. If you watch later, we're so grateful to have you. So thanks everyone for joining us tonight. We love you. Reach out to us. Let us know how we can help. And be sure you contribute your ideas to our contest. We want to read them. We're so excited. All right.
Yes, we are.
Soon. Thanks.
Have a good night.